Welcome everybody to our presentation. Today we are presenting about the company Zara. Our members consist of Ali, me, Hong Fung Tobith, Lord, Isaac, Immaculate, and Ododo. Lord will now be presenting about the Zara's overview.
So talking about the overview from Zara, Zara was founded by Amancio Ortega and Rosalia Meira in 1975 as a family business downtown Galicia in the northern part of Spain. Its first store featured low-price lookalike products of popular high-end clothing and fashion. Ortega named Zara such because he preferred the name Zoba, but it was already taken. In the next 8 years, Zara's approach towards fast fashion and its business model gradually generated traction with the Spanish consumer. It's led to opening of 9 new stores in the biggest cities in Spain. In 1985, Inditex was incorporated as a holding company, which laid the foundations for the distribution system, capable of reacting to shift market trends extremely quickly. Ortega created a new design, manufacturing, distribution process, and it reduced times for the new brands in a quicker way, which he in turn called instant fashion. This was driven by heavy investments in information technology, as IT, and utilizing group instead of individual designers for the critical design element. In the next decade, Zara began aggressively expanding into global markets such as Portugal, New York, USA, France, as Paris, Mexico, Greece, Belgium, Sweden, Malta, Norway, and Israel. Today, there's hardly a developed country without a Zara store. Zara has over 264,000 stores strategically located in leading cities across 96 countries and on the globe. Zara is now one of the world's largest fast fashion retailers. They employ about 175,000 workers. Zara has also 49 online stores serving customers all over the world. Thank you very much. We're moving on to
the cost leadership. From the license of cost leadership, Zara has a cost-effective techniques that optimize its supply chains due to its vertical integration. So from the outlook of cost leadership, Zara makes use of cost-effective strategy, which develop its supply chains between vertical combinations. Zara has a price advantage over its competitors like H&M. Zara grip a price advantage above competitors like H&M, mostly in supply chain strategies and production type. Zara lays emphasis on in-session fashion and not stealing on price at its competitors. Zara strategizes basic on in-session fashion, which instant reaction to trends that set it aside from Uniqlo that focus on skills. So the differentiations. Zara distinguishes itself from other apparel brands by introducing new styles into store in week rather than months. Yes, Zara differentiates itself with other brands by its skills to launch latest styles in stores within a week. H&M Zara's competitors introduce new apparels in months. The two of them plays major roles in fashion industry, known for their rapid change in apparel production. Majority of competitors' business models are more traditional with longer timeline for designing, manufacturing, and bringing new apparel trends to market. Yes, several competitors without fashion industry work with extra traditional business models, which is different, significant from Zara. So, focus strategy. Zara's internalization. Focus strategies. Zara focus strategies as results in broad market coverage, targeting all customers with various preferences around the world. Zara focus strategies successfully serve to a large scale of customers worldwide. Zara internalization approach of addressing different customers through unique design give it an advantage over H&M. So Zara internalization slants a basic component in its competitive lead over H&M. Uniqlo, on the other hand, focus on a more specialized clothing line. The company refers to as clothes of a lifetime. Uniqlo proceed towards fashion contrasts quickly with fast fashion label like Zara and H&M through emphasizing more focus. I would like to pass the next slide to my colleagues. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We'll be looking at butterfly forces, and under it, we'll be looking at threat of new entries. And under the threat of new entry, we'll look at moderate threats. Zara faces moderate threat from new entries, especially from fast-growing online-only fashion brands like Shein and Zafro. Secondly, market dominance. In 2023, Zara operated in 213 markets with net sales of 35.9 billion pounds and a net income of 5.38 billion pounds. This made it very hard for smaller new brands to compete with Zara. Also, we'll look at a bargaining power of suppliers. Under it, we'll look at low influence. Zara vertically integrated supply chain reduce suppliers' influence just by maintaining relationship with a large network of suppliers. Also, in-house production. Zara also managed in-house production for over 50 percent of its goods. This system allows Zara negotiate favorable terms, ensuring cost control and competitive. Also, we'll look at bargaining power of buyers. Under it, we'll look at high powers. Consumers have a wide range of options in the fast fashion industry. To mitigate this, Zara responds rapidly to changing trends by releasing new products every 2 weeks, which lower buyers switching rates and strengthening customers' loyalty. Also, we look at price sensitivity. Zara attracts price sensitivity customers through marketing, relying on store placement and rapid product turnover. Also, we'll look at threat of substitute. We'll look at threat of substitute, and under it, we'll look at high threat. The availability of substitute brands, e.g., like H&M and UQ, and non-fashionable alternatives puts pressure on Zara. However, Zara encountered this by constantly refreshing its collection, offering over 20,000 new designs per year. Also, we'll look at industrial rivalry. Under it, we'll look at high competition. Zara operates in a highly competitive fast fashion market, competing with brands like H&M and UQ. Also, we'll look at profitability, how this strategy Zara was able to profit from it. In 2023, Zara gross margin was 57.7%, demonstrating its ability to maintain profitability. I'll move the slide to my next colleague.
The SWOT analysis for Zara's operation. The strength of Zara is within its fast fashion model, where it's able to produce and design new apparels within weeks. It also has a vertical integration system that allows it to be able to, allows to have control by supply chain, ensuring that they are able to cut down lead times, and ensuring that they are able to meet deadlines and making sure they are able to send the apparels through stores within weeks. When you look at the weakness of Zara, it has to do with over-reliance on the European market, which mostly looks at Zara having more stores within the European market, unlike the US and the Asian Pacific region, where they could have had good advantage based on its need based on the market where it's over reliance on fast fashion. Another weakness of Zara has to do with this supply chain. Even though it has total control by its supply chain, there's a change in trend when it comes to sustainability, where Zara has to now balance its operations with sustainability goals, and that is where Zara finds its weakness. When you look at the threats that Zara faces within its market, is the intense competition of its competitors, where other apparel companies are also moving toward the fast fashion trend, like H&M, who has also employed and outsourced over 20,000 designers and strategically aligning with other manufacturers to ensure they're able to meet their fast fashion needs. Another threat to Zara is economic volatility, as it has so many stores within Europe. In the case of any economic recession, it can change the spending habits of its customers. Zara also has the opportunity to also enter into e-commerce, to a strong e-commerce presence, which will give it more mileage when it comes to its customer satisfaction, where customers can easily access its products. Zara can also have the opportunity to have a strategic alliance with celebrities that will enable their social media presence. Celebrities who have more engagement on social media will also help Zara have more access to new consumers. The next slide, please.
Now I will be presenting about my pestle analysis for Zara. For the political and legal side, free trade policies and trade agreements in certain countries helps smooth business processes and also increases the flow of import and export. However, depending on the country, high tax rates and trade barriers will also likely disrupt supply chains, sales and overseas operations such as management and other facility activities as well. Due to manufacturing operations of Zara being outsourced to many foreign countries, Zara must also be able to navigate the complex legal structures of other countries, such as worker rights, worker pay, and suitable working conditions. For the economic side, the state of the economy can either encourage or discourage spending habits of buyers. During high economic growth, people will generally have a larger amount of disposable income and have higher buyer confidence. Therefore, it allows them to be able to contribute sales to Zara as fashion is a sort of luxury, such as cars and other stuff. With poor economic growth or when recession happens, the vice versa happens. People become less confident because they have less money to spend. Next slide, please. Next, we go on the social aspects of my pestle analysis. As Zara is a fast fashion brand, they must be very aware of consumer preferences. Consumer preferences are constantly changing, especially in the younger generation, being Gen Z and millennials, which is the main customer base of Zara, due to the influence of social media. One week, a certain type of clothes might be popular, but then the next week, the trend might have changed. Another one is the market for Zara as a fast fashion brand has been very saturated because there are other brands such as H&M where the customer benefits from being low to no cost for switching between brands. So brands must put a great emphasis on enhancing customer experience as the customer loyalty is low because there is no incentive for them to stay. On the technological side, technology has lowered the barrier for entering the fashion market. A big contributor of this is e-commerce, which has especially been on the rise and has become a staple after the COVID-19 pandemic. AI has also been integrated by many companies in order to improve customer satisfaction and personalize their experience on the e-commerce platform. And lastly is environmental. Customers have grown more conscious of the environment as of the 21st century. People tend to have a positive view when looking at companies that have sustainable practices and companies which are going green. Therefore, companies should adopt sustainable and environmental approaches in order to garner the support of their consumers. And that will be the end of the pestle analysis. Next will be the Bowman graph.
So thank you, Hong. So let's see here we can find the Zara Static Bowman's graph. So the Zara Static Bowman's graph is it helps to sustain the marketplace. And the Zara approach to provide a stylish and high quality clothing at a responsible cost, reasonable cost, and they accomplish that is why. And the hybrid strategy, it's called blending the assets of the fast and fashion on luxury. And the next one is effective simple supply chain. So by locating the production near to the Spanish headquarters, they can react swiftly to the shifting fashion trends. The next one is positions. The strategic positions of Zara appears to the offer products that are came to more premium brands but at more affordable price. The next one is the competitive advantage. This is how Zara can define the offering from other market players who typically offer a more expensive range with a similar items to the one afford. The next one is supply chain. Zara supply chain strategies adapt to the rapid changes to the fashion industry. And the next one is if Zara should focus on the strategies to stay competitive with other brands. So I wish if they add these things like sustainability, digitalization, and limitation. So sustainability is like the eco-friendly items. If they provide like the eco-friendly items, it may help our environment like that. And using the technology, they can help the people to show more luxurious items we are providing the cheapest cost and providing the best products. The last one is limited edition. As you all know, limited editions, people go crazy for limited editions. Like all the people want a limited edition stuff. It's like a exclusive one. So people, there's a demand for that. And yeah, that's it. Thank you.
So that is me. So I'll be presenting the business model. So here we have the product that Zara offering and their market strategy, product replacement, technology innovation and target audience, design and manufacturing, and value proposition. So the product offering that we know what Zara is already offering. So they're offering clothes, footwear, and accessories for women and men and children, and the agility to design, production, and distribution allows for new collection to hit stores twice a week. So, and when it the second one, market strategy. So Zara's market strategy is one of the most crucial factors in its global expansion and success. So it employs tactics such as vertical integration at an elevated level and a systematic value chain model. The company's value chain model focuses on integrating multiple aspects of the business such as design, manufacturing, and distribution. So the third one is production, product replacement. So, Zara can quickly consistently modify design and response to changing trend because all the products are made in Europe. So it reminds me of Zara's lightning quick product replacement strategy. So this replacement cycle benefits the company in two ways. To begin with, and it assists the business in staying in the business. And the fourth one is technology innovation. So the brand is not just about clothes, so they are technology too. So Zara's business strategy relies heavily on technology to keep things running smoothly and improve customer shopping experience. So, and their target audience, we have sustainability of the business model and the options it offers. So we start by the sustainable development goals. So Zara ensure healthy lives and promote well-being for all their customers, all the ages, the young ones and the old ones. So, and they ensure quality, inclusive and quality education for all, and it achieves gender equality and empower all women and girls. So the second one is CSR policy. So here we have the Corporation Social Responsibility Policy. Developing the environment has always been a part of it. Zara uses framework released by Global Reporting Initiative, that is GRI, for making it a sustainability report. So it is their marketing strategy with the sustainability rather than maximizing profit. So the third one, we have the relation with stakeholders. So Zara maintains its relationship with the shareholders by being transparent and more communicable. So this relationship helps them to tackle problems and gain opportunities from the day-to-day work, which creates sustainable value. And fourth one, we have social here. So in the social sector, unlike other industry that are very advanced in high tech, Zara throughout history has been very intensive in the human capital and labor that is required from it, that is invested in constructing what they are offering to people. So Zara is meant to be a very transparent company in terms of sustainability. So the fifth one, we have environment here. Customers today are buying product with their impact on the environment. So the company is changing their product to feel to offer customers what the environment is becoming every day. And we have climate change issues. So Zara makes sure that they manufacture environmental friendly product which offer customers safe and healthy product which are made passing the policies related to management of sustainability. And the last one is sustainability analysis. So based on their value chain, Zara makes sure that it is committed to human rights, protection, and sustainability. They have their own indicator of quality and quantity which measure the requirement of sustainable development goals. The next slide, please. So here we have the VRIO. So the value that the company has and the rare, the immutable and organized, how organized they are. So Zara is a top brand in the market. We already know that, and they have leveraged its position across various categories to increase brand awareness. Everywhere you go and you see Zara, the name Zara, everyone knows about the brand. So yes, we know that it has value and it is rare, and it's a long-term thing, the brand awareness. So the second is the e-commerce sector offers opportunity for Zara, but challenges including replicating the AI and internal analysis as competitors invest in IT, such as H&M and other clothing brands. They are investing in technology too, so they have competition. And the third one is customer loyalty. The business has successfully unique client, so they have a unique business relation with customers, demonstrating a hard to replicate community culture and significant potential. So despite the challenges by the unique client business relationship. So the last one is Zara is a leading fashion brand, has a successful project execution track record. So despite common costs overrun in this market. That's all.
That will be the end of our presentation. Thank you for listening.